One day, a bee named Mr. Earnshaw, who resided at Wuthering Hive, left for his daily task of collecting nectar. When he was flying through the field of flowers, he found a bee wandering and starving in the moor. Mr. Earnshaw took pity on him, brought him home to the hive, and named him Heathcliff. This is where our story begins.
Honey, I'm home.
Dad,
I brought a surprise.
Dad, did you bring me my beautiful primrose?
Yo, Dad, did you bring my leather jacket?
No, but I brought you a brother. His name is Beecliff.
He is definitely not beautiful or a primrose.
Whatever.
This had better be our dead son he brought home from the moor. Otherwise, I don't want it. How dare you bring home a gypsy and expect me to welcome him with open arms? And naming him after my son, who I lost? I cannot believe the audacity.
What did you expect me to do? Do you want me to leave him on the moor to die? He needs a hive to take care of him.
Shut up, Joseph! Why should I be responsible for him? Beecliff, really? Any name starts with Beecliff.
Miss Earnshaw was so frustrated with her husband's decision and his favoritism for the homeless bee. The boy stealing her son's name sent her over the edge. She began to eat honey all day long to try and cope. The honey was too much for her body to handle, and she died of honey overdose. After her death, Catherine and Beecliff began to grow their fast friendship. Soon after, Mr. Earnshaw dies as well. Beecliff and Catherine played together every day during their young childhood. Beecliff was accepted and loved by Catherine. For now. Beecliff and Catherine were reaching the age of adulthood. Throughout each bee's life, the most exciting bridge between childhood and adulthood is job assignment day. It is one day that determines the bee's future. If they receive a low job, it shows that they are just average, but if they receive a high-ranking job, it displays that they are the cream of the crop. Our scene is set at the bee job assignment ceremony, where Heathcliff and Edgar will receive their jobs.
Hey, it's finally the day we get to find out our jobs, Beecliff. What do you think you'll get?
I don't know, man. I just hope it's with the girl I love.
I know, you've been into her since the day they took you in. Wherever the girl is, I hope you make a move soon, or else somebody will take her. I feel bad for all the people that receive a low-ranking job at Wuthering Hive. That's a terrible place to live.
I know! Thrushcraft's Hive is the highest ranking job, and let's be honest, I deserve that job.
The next bee is Edgar Linton. He has received the highest ranking job of nectar collection at Thrushcraft's Hive.
Beecliff, I got the job. I really got the job.
Oh, that's great, man. I'm glad.
Lastly, Beecliff receives one of the lowest ranking jobs, collecting trash at Wuthering Hives. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today to announce the assigning of bee jobs. Join us next year.
Oh, Beecliff, I'm so sorry, man. I can't believe this happened. Look, there can be good things that come from this. Maybe the girl you're in love with might be working there too. What if I come and visit you on my lunch breaks when I get off of work?
Yeah, you're right. I guess there will be good things to come out of this then. You'll come to visit me?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great.
In the meanwhile,
Nellie, I'm so excited. I'm working at Thrushcraft's Hive. I saw a super cute bee there, and we're going to be working at the same place. Do you see him?
Oh, I see him all right. I don't know about him, Catherine. He seems to be an okay person, but I got my bee eye on him. I just want the best bee for you.
Oh, thanks, Nellie. Just look at him and his brown eyes and perfect smile. I think I've already fallen madly in love with him. I have heard he has a good heart and treats even his sister Isabella very well.
That's enough staring at him. We have to go home.
I'm sorry, but our father has passed away. He was a good man. He left a great legacy, and I promise that I'm going to uphold his legacy forever. He was a good man. Don't worry about it. I promise. But I have to start somewhere. Beecliff, you're our new servant. Go do your work.
bee is gone.
Beathcliff, my soul and my wings has been gone for years now. My heart shall go to Edgar.
I do.
I do.
Oh, my dears, you are the finest honey around and belong in a nicer hive. Let us move to Thrushcross Hive where we'd be more comfortable.
Where do you think you're going?
I haven't come here to stay permanently. I only came to visit little Hareton. I'm going back to Thrushcross Hive.
Fine, get out of my sight.
Hello again, old friend.
Buzz!
Look at you. You must have stolen some honey on your way back.
Strictly business. I've transferred my work back to Wuthering Hive. I was a favorite bee, of course.
You aren't wanted here.
Oh, buzz it, or I'll sting you.
My dear, come sit for your morning honey. Nellie will bring it to us soon.
Mistress! I tried to stop him at the door. I tried to keep him out.
My beloved friend, where have you been for so long?
Gone.
Well, honey Catherine, there's no need to make a big buzz over an old bee.
Look at you, Beecliff. You look so refined.
Thank you, Catherine. I missed your face for the longest time.
Alright, you two, keep your composure. Nellie, breakfast.
Beecliff? Why'd you fly out here?
I just came to visit Catherine. We've been friends since beehood.
Oh, so now that you're here, what are you gonna do?
You look very beautiful out in the sun. So, be beautiful.
Aw, thank you. I love your company.
Well, now you can have my company forever.
Henley and Beecliff are fighting again.
Again?
Yeah, last night Henley told me he was going to murder Beecliff, and they started fighting again. Beecliff almost killed Henley, which I reminded Henley this morning. They ended up fighting again, so I came here to help.
Pack your bags and head for the city.
If you came to tell me she's dead, don't. I already know. Stop crying. She doesn't want your tears. How'd she die?
Quietly and peacefully.
Did she talk about me?
She didn't remember anybody.
Where is she? Not in heaven, but where? All I ask for you, Catherine, is not to rest as long as I'm still alive. Please, stay with me always. Catherine, is that you? I cannot live without my life. I cannot live without my bee.
Henley dies a few months after this and was in great debt to Beecliff, so Beecliff took over Wuthering Hive. Isabella left to the city, where she had a sickly bee, Linton. Beecliff found out where they were, but never seeked to pursue them. A leaf engraved with dark mud told the hive of the king bee's return. The spider bite had completely taken over Isabella's body, and her passing had brought him very much grief. Catherine flew up and down all around the hive in excitement when she learned of her father's return.
My father's coming back. How great will it be to have Linton as a playmate? Aunt Isabella sent my father a piece of her wing, and I have kept it in a little honeycomb box. Oh, Father, Father, come. Alan, let us fly. Let us fly.
The two raced out of the hive and found themselves sitting on the branch that holds the hive up in anxious wonder of where Kathy's dad would return. In the distance, they saw small black dots coming into sight. In rode her father, sitting on a leaf, being carried by a dragonfly. Linton was asleep next to him, his wings worn out and antennas hanging low. Linton grabbed his daughter and led her back down to the entrance of the hive.
My father's come back. Edgar, I'm so happy to see you.
This is Linton, your cousin, but he's not as energetic as you are. Your aunt, his mother, just died. Do not expect too much play of him. He's weak. Hey, wake up.
Okay. Why don't y'all come in and sit down? Linton, why don't you sit down?
I cannot sit there. I must sleep in a bed upstairs.
What means have you here, wasp? Mr. Linton is in his honeycomb for the night. Unless what you have to say is of some importance, he won't listen right now. You best sit there and tell me what the trouble is.
What purpose do you serve here, Joseph? Tell Mr. Beecliff that his son shall come to Wuthering Hive tomorrow. You may also tell him that his mother asked for my guardianship for him, and it shall remain that way. His health is very important right now. He will not come with you tonight. Go back to your hive and tell your master what I have said. Ellen, show him downstairs, please. His father has sent for him suddenly, and he's told to leave immediately.
Father? Mama never said I had a father. Where does he live? I'd rather stay with you.
He doesn't live too far from here, just beyond those hills. But you may come here anytime you are feeling ready. You must learn to love him as you have loved your mother.
But why have I not heard of him? Why didn't he live with Mama and I like other people do?
He needed to collect honey in the north, but your mother's health required her to stay down south.
I wonder what this could be. Buzz, buzz. Buzz, 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 buzz. Oh my! Buzz, buzz, buzz. I'm quite sure my sweet little Kathy would never write something like this. Let me go see if she knows anything about it. Kathy, honey, do you know anything about these love letters?
Buzz, buzz. Those are for Linton. Why do you have them?
Kathy! Why on earth? How could you? What? Mr. Earnshaw will punish you for this.
Please don't tell him. Please, Nellie. I will stop writing immediately. Just please don't tell Mr. Earnshaw.
I cannot lie to my master, but since he is sick and it will only trouble him more, I will give you one chance.
Thank you, Nellie, my dearest friend.
Nellie and Linton arrive at his house. Beecliff meets Linton and learns that Isabella never spoke of him. He shows no affection to his son. Nellie goes back to the Grange. Mr. Linton catches cold, and it begins to settle in his lungs. Linton and Kathy fight over the lies Beecliff has told his son. Nellie and Catherine get tricked to go to the Heights, and Beecliff forbids them from leaving. Beecliff makes Kathy marry Linton, and Linton died a few months later. Since Linton died, they began to grow a closer bond and enjoy each other's company. Beecliff has noticed this bond and is sending him to complete madness. To spite the couple, he begins to abuse Kathy in more ways than one. Finally, Honeyton had enough.
Now,
What do you want, kid?
You have to stop this. Kathy has had enough, and so have I.
The two of you make me sick.
Me and Kathy? There's nothing to be sick about. We're not together. She's just helping me learn how to read. I know you might think otherwise, but it's not true.
I call BS. I've seen the way you two look at each other, and learning to read? What kind of excuse is that?
It's not an excuse. I'm sorry, but you've got it all wrong. Kathy has helped me, and now I'm trying to help her.
I'm no fool. I know what I see, Harrington. This is my house, and this is unacceptable. I cannot believe he's trying to deny me what I know is nothing but the truth. I've been watching them. I see the connection they share, the love glances across the room, the constant touch. I would know. They remind me what I have lost, of my Catherine. Oh, I miss her. I cannot do this any longer. I cannot live without my other half, my missing piece, my eternal love. I miss her in every single moment of every single day. It is not supposed to be like this. It is time for us to be together because I cannot bear another second. I want to be with her now and evermore.
In the coming days, Beecliff eats and drinks nothing. He keeps to himself and says nothing to anyone at Wuthering Hive. After 3 days, Nellie goes to check on Beecliff and finds Beecliff seemingly asleep, but comes to realize that he had actually passed away. He left this world with no one in his corner, but one thing did stick out to Nellie. She notices that his face is in a slight smile.
Wow, I can't believe how beautiful you look. I do. Kiss!
Excuse me, everyone. I would like to propose a toast to the new lovers. Now, I have known the two of you for quite some time, and let me tell you, the spark between the two of you was evident from the very start. I figured the odds were so far against you that you would never make it. My mistake. All of the obstacles that you have overcome and the many challenges that you have faced only made the connection with one another stronger. I couldn't be happier for the two of you.
Aw, Nellie.
Enough of the sappy romance. Let's celebrate the night like it should be celebrated.
Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow.
I know what I see, Harrison. This is my home. This is unacceptable.
I can't. Beecliff, I need to talk to you.
What do you want, kid?
You have